Hi preschoolers, it's Miss Jessica. I'm so bummed I don't get to see you again this week. I hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to tell you a few things. Last week when I was worshiping with my own kids and listening to Mr. Mike's lesson and Pastor Derek's, we stood up and we sang songs, and you know what? I hope you do that too. And so this Sunday when I worship in my living room with my kids, I'll be thinking of you guys. Hope you guys can sing some songs with me. And another thing, I know some of you are probably really sad and you're probably really scared or you're bummed because you don't get to see your friends or some of your family. And maybe some of you had things you're looking forward to and they're closed. I want you to know that your mom and dad are bummed too. And guess what? They have to make a lot of grown-up decisions right now. So you know what? I really want you guys to be really good to your mom and dad. So give them hugs, be patient, be kind, be good to your brother and sister. That's really important. And make sure that you tell them you love them. And you know what? Remember we talked about Jonah, how he was praying in the belly of the whale? Can God hear you when you're praying in your house these weeks? You sure can. So make sure that you guys tell God when you're scared, talk to God when you're sad. And you know what? We have so many things to be thankful for. So we need to make sure we tell God thank you too for all of our blessings. All right, guys, I love you. I'll miss you. See you soon.
Hi, guys. Hey, I hope you guys are doing well. I really wish we could get back together. I miss you guys. But we have to wait until this virus has run its course. And so hopefully that will happen and we'll be able to get back together soon. I'm sure looking forward to that. This week I have a special guest. Bean is here with us. Hi, Bean.
Hello. Hi, guys. I miss you. Shout out to my small group. I miss you all too and can't wait till we can all get back together.
Awesome. There's some others that are going to be coming and being part of the video next week that would also like to say hi. There's a lot of people here who are checking in and miss you guys and would really like to see you. Soon. So I hope things are going well for you. I'm sure by now you're getting tired of being cooped up at home and not being able to go to school and see your friends, not being able to come here and hang out with us and see your friends here. And hopefully you're treating your mom and dad well. I hope you're being kind to them. It's hard for them to be stuck at home as well. I've been praying for you guys, and I'll keep praying for you guys. This week, Pastor Derek is going to be talking about work. And so he asked me to talk about the same thing. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what the Bible tells us about work this week. So the first thing I want us to do to talk about work is help you understand what work means for you. Sometimes kids don't understand what parts of their lives count as work. You know, you might think, well, mom and dad work, but I don't work yet. I'm just a kid. But when the Bible talks about work, it's not talking about just a job that you go to and get paid for. It's talking about a lot of our life. All the things, the important things that we do on a daily basis count as work. And so I want you to think for a second about some of the things that would count as work for you. So let's start about thinking about some of the things that you do at home, because you guys work at home. So think, what are some of the chores that you do? Maybe think of one or two and tell whatever adult is there with you about something that you do at home that is part of your work. Bean, when you were a kid, when you were young, what are some of the things you did at home? Did you have work that you had to do at home?
Yeah. I typically played with my brothers and sisters, watched them while the parents were doing their own stuff.
Yeah, those of you who are older have done that before, right? You've had the responsibility of playing with your brother or sister, or maybe if you're a little bit older, even watching them for a little while. Your parents might have said, listen, would you please watch your baby sister for a little while so I can wash the dishes, or so I can go outside and wash the car. So you may have had something like that. You may also have chores that you do, like picking up your toys in your room every day, or helping to fold the laundry. That was my favorite when I was little. I used to love to help fold the laundry. I like it when it's hot, fresh out of the dryer, to fold the laundry. Maybe taking out the trash, if you're big enough to do that, or washing the dishes. Maybe you make your bed every morning. I am not a good bed maker. But I do like a made bed at nighttime. Maybe you pick up sticks in the yard for your dad or sweep the floor every night. I don't know, but all of those jobs that you do at home are part of your work. But the work you do at home probably isn't your main work. It's probably not the most important part of your work. Can you think for a second? What do you think is the most important work that you're doing right now? Can you think about that a second? Tell your parent or whatever adult is watching with you, what do you think the main part of your work is? Did you tell them? All right. All right. Well, I thought for you guys, it's probably school. School is a big part of every day for you. You're at school most of the day if you're in school. And it's a really important part of the work that God has for you to do right now. And you're learning things that you're going to need that are going to be really important later. School is an important part of your work. So you have school, you have work at home, and you may have other roles, other jobs that you do as well. And all of those are important. We're going to talk now about why work is important. What does the Bible say about why work is important? The Bible gives us 3 reasons that work is important. Here's the first one. The first reason that work is important, according to the Bible, is that God has designed the world so that we can get the things that we need to be healthy and happy and whole through work. So that's the first way. We get the things that we need by working for them. God uses an example in Proverbs chapter 6 of an ant for this. He actually compares an ant to a slug. You guys know what a slug is like? Yeah. Here, a slug looks like this, right here, maybe, or this, or this. I don't know. There's going to be a picture of a slug here somewhere for you guys to see, right? But that's a slug. And slugs, the reason God used a slug is because slugs just they move slow, they're squishy, they just kind of lay around, or it looks like they just kind of lay around all the time. And God compared them in Proverbs chapter 6 to an ant who is really different from a slug. So Bean is going to read you this passage from Proverbs chapter 6 real quick. Can you see the notes? No. Well, you can pick them up. That's fine. All right, go ahead.
So, in Proverbs, God uses an ant to help us understand the first reason why work is important. Take a lesson from the ants, you lazy bones. Learn from their ways and become wise. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work, they labor hard all summer, gathering food for the winter. But you lazy bones, how long will you sleep? When will you wake up? A little extra sleep, a little more slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, then poverty will pounce on you like a bandit. Scarcity will attack you like an armed robber.
There you go. Perfect. Did you guys hear that? Okay, now that version uses the word lazy bones. It says, go to the ant, you lazy bones. But when I grew up in the old version, it said, go to the ant, you sluggard. Sluggard is another word for lazy bones. And God was literally comparing lazy people to a slug and hardworking people to an ant. And this is the point of what he said. He says if you're lazy and you don't work, you'll end up not having the things you need. In this case, he said you'll end up poor. You won't have food to eat and you won't have the things that you need because God has designed the world in such a way that when we work, we receive the things that we need. If we don't work, then we don't have the things that we need. So the first reason work is important, according to the Bible, is that it's through work that we get the things that we need. And this is true for you guys. Because when you work around the house, things are better in your life. If you keep your toys picked up, your room is nice and you can find things when you want to find them and your toys stay clean and they don't get broken. When you make your bed in the morning, your bed stays clean. And then when you come to bed at night, it's so much nicer to crawl into a made and fixed, nice bed. Right? So our work, through work, our lives are made better. We receive the things that we need. Here's the second reason. The second reason that our work is important is because God has designed the world in such a way that our work helps others. I already said it helps us, but it also helps other people. So, my favorite story about this is not a Bible story. I'll tell you my favorite Bible story about this in a second. But my favorite story about this is the story of the three little pigs. Do you guys know the story of the three little pigs? Oh, okay. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to pause the video right now. Just pause it. And I want you to tell, along with your parents or whatever adult is watching the video with you, I want you to tell each other or tell the story together of the three little pigs. And then you can start the video back. Oh, did you pause it? I'm serious. I'm not playing. All right. Well, so hopefully you did what I said and you told the story of the three little pigs. If you told that story, I want you to think about which pig worked the hardest. Do you know? Yeah, it was the third little pig who built their house out of the bricks. It is way harder to build a house out of bricks than it is to build it out of straw or sticks. And it takes way longer. But because he worked harder, his house was a blessing to him, wasn't it? Yeah, it saved him from the big bad wolf. But not only that, it was a blessing to both of the other pigs who were able to run to his house. And their lives were also saved from the big bad wolf because of his hard work. And that's true in our lives, guys. Our work is a blessing to others. When you work at home and take care of your house, take care of your room, take out the garbage, do your chores, it makes home a better place for mom and dad. It makes their life better. It makes your brothers and sisters' lives better, right? When you go to school and you study hard and you work hard and you do what you're supposed to do, it makes your teachers' lives better. And if you learn the things you need to know there, you will end up making lots of people's lives better later because of the things you've learned. Think about this. Aren't you glad that the scientists right now who are working on a vaccine to take care of the coronavirus that everybody's so worried about and that's keeping us away from school, aren't you glad there are people who studied and learn and understand medicine so that they can create that vaccine which will help all of us? And that's true for you too. The work that you're doing now at school will help you to be a huge blessing to your family and friends and community and the whole world. There's a book I would really love to read to you. It's called The Boy Who Changed the World. And it's about how much our work affects other people. It's such a great story, but it's too long and I can't read it. So I'm going to record me reading this book and I'm going to post it on my Google Drive, and I'm going to send the link out in my weekly email to your parents. So if you have time, please have your parents look up the weekly email, go to the link to my Google Drive and watch the video of me reading this book, The Boy Who Changed the World by Andy Andrews. A great book about how our work is a blessing to other people. My favorite Bible story about this is the story of Joseph. You know, Joseph was sold into slavery by his brothers. He went to Egypt. He lived in Egypt and he worked hard and everything that he did prospered and he ended up becoming Pharaoh's right-hand man and he got this job, which sounds like the worst job ever to me, but it's because of my personality. He became the administrator of Egypt. His job was to like count grain and store it in warehouses and then distribute it. But because of his hard work, not only did all of Israel have food when a terrible famine came, but Joseph's family had food when the terrible famine came. God used Joseph. He used his hard work to rescue his family and to rescue Egypt. Hard work, when we work hard, it's a blessing to others. And here's the final reason. So one reason, right? We work hard. Hard work is important because it's through hard work that we get the things that we need. 2, hard work is important because our work blesses other people around us. And 3, hard work is important because hard work honors God. Think about it like this. Let's say I made a chocolate machine because I'm in the mood for chocolate. And I'm thinking chocolate machine right now. So let's say I made a chocolate machine. If my chocolate machine wouldn't make chocolate, everyone would know I was a terrible inventor. They would be like, that Mike Dean is an awful inventor. His chocolate machine makes no chocolate. Or if my chocolate machine made like rhubarb, yuck, disgusting, sour and stringy. Like, right? Everyone would know, that Mike Dean's invention is supposed to make chocolate and it makes rhubarb. It is so disgusting. What is wrong with, who would make a machine like that? What is wrong with Mike Dean, right? Or if my chocolate machine made chocolate, but it was like nasty chocolate, right? Just like bleh, with like that 90% stuff that your parents eat, right? That's just doesn't have any sugar and everybody be like that Mike Dean. But if my chocolate machine made great chocolate, everybody would be like, man, Mike Dean is a great inventor. He made a machine that makes the best chocolate ever. Well, guys, that's how it is with God. God made you. God made me. He made Dean, right? And he gave us special gifts and talents and abilities. And when we use them well, it shows everybody that God is a great inventor, that God makes great things. Our work, when we work hard, when we do well, our work honors God. So those are the three reasons I think that our work is so important. Our work honors God, our work blesses the people around us, and through our work, our needs are met, our needs are provided for. Thank you for listening so well. So I have an assignment for you guys. I already told you about the book that you can listen to. I would love for you to go listen to that book, The Boy Who Changed the World. Also, I posted an audio drama there for you to listen to. It'll be in the same email. I strongly encourage you guys to sit down as a family, do something you love to do, maybe color a picture, maybe work on a puzzle together, maybe play with Legos while you listen, and then talk about that video. I want you to pay attention in that video to what work the characters do and what happens when they choose to work well, or what happens when they choose not to work well. It's a really good story. I would love for you to listen to and talk about that as a family. And here's the final thing I'd like for you to do. So I miss you guys, and I want to do something nice for you. So I decided to do a coloring contest. So this is how it's going to work. I want you guys to draw a picture of yourselves doing work, something you really do. I want it to be a real picture. It could be a picture of you doing work around the house. It could be a picture of you doing work at school, but I want it to be something you really do. I want you to draw a picture of that, and I want you to have your mom and dad take a picture of it with their phone and send it to me on my email. My email is mike@growdeepreachwide.org. Maybe we can put that link up. Can we put that link up? Yeah, we can put the link up. mike@growdeepreachwide.org. Send me that picture, and I'm going to have the staff here look at the picture, and we're going to pick the best pictures. We're going to pick 3 in different age range. So we're going to pick somebody from preschool, we're going to pick somebody from kindergarten and 1st grade, and then we're going to pick somebody from 2nd through 4th grade. And so there's going to be 3 winners, and the winners I'm going to make a really nice balloon sculpture for and bring it to you. I'm going to deliver it to your house next week. So I'm going to choose the winners next Monday. So you're probably going to see this on Saturday or on Sunday. So go ahead and do your drawing. Have your parents send me an email of the picture, and I will arrange to bring you a balloon animal if you're a winner. I'll announce the winners too next week so you guys know who won. Thank you so much for listening. Can't wait till we have a chance to get back together. God bless you guys. Bye.